We've got owner of the Adelaide 36ers here, Dr. Hemmerling. Mal, been an interesting off-season around the league, but the team that looks like hitting the pine this year is going to be a hell of a good one, and probably one of the best in your time here. How do you see things going forward for the season for the Sixers?
Well, I think this is the most exciting season we've seen. You know, 2 years of rebuild of the team has now starting to come to fruition. We've put a lot of depth into this team this year. We've got a lot of youth, and we've got the basis now to formulate a fantastic team that will go to the top of the ladder. So I think that you know, the effort that we've had to put in to get the 36ers back on track has been worthwhile, and now we'll see the fruits of that labour this season.
And as an owner, there's been a lot of fan comments about like a team like the Melbourne Tigers and how they've been able to put together a team of huge names and what people speculate as a big budget team. As an owner sitting back having to get the checkbook out, how do you, when you see teams like that being put together, what do you think? Do you think, oh gee, you know, we're going to have to dig a bit deeper into the pocket, or do we go with what we can afford and hopefully our team can get over the big budget team at the end of the day?
No, I don't really think too much about what the other teams are putting together. I think that you've got to concentrate on what you're building and what you're trying to do. Every game's a game, you know, and any team can win in this league. And I think this season's going to be particularly strong with the way that a couple of teams have withdrawn from the competition this year. And therefore, I think that our team is one that can be in the top four, and hopefully it'll win a few of those vital games. So I'm confident that there, and I think with the change of coaching staff, the change of approach to how we're conditioning and preparing the team this year, the youth is on our side. We've got a bit of experience mixed with a bit of youth in there, and bringing in players of the calibre that we've brought in this year is just going to be truly outstanding.
Fantastic. And I guess pretty exciting times. We talked about the team, but also the dome itself, getting that long overdue overhaul. By the sounds of it, new sound system going in, so the fans should expect a bit more creature comforts, shall we say, come game time?
Well, Eddie has done a fantastic job with the dome, and you know, I think we all sympathise with his demise at the moment. But you know, I think that we've got a fantastic venue. We're the envy of the whole country in terms of our venue. We had the sound system. We didn't quite get it in last year. We finished that off, which was one of the last jobs to do during the off season. And I think the dome is now probably one of the best venues, certainly in this country, and probably the envy of a lot of other countries as well. So I think the team has got a great home to work with. Certainly, you know, we're proud of it, and I think that South Australia can be proud that it's got it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Mal. Thanks for your time, and hope everything works out better than it has the last two seasons. Everything looks that way, and hopefully the Sixers can bring you home a ring of your very own to have at the end of the season.
I think the 36ers are going to do a great job, so I look forward to the season, and hope that a lot of people come and enjoy what we know is going to be a fantastic year. Fantastic.
Thanks, Mal. Well, we're here with Seamus McPeake, Melbourne Tigers owner, and also the owner's representative on the interim basketball board. Seamus, has been an interesting off-season for the league and a lot of the teams. I guess the big question on a lot of people's sort of interest is with the Tigers and the team you've put on the floor. Grabbing Sam McKinnon from Brisbane, and then also following up with Ebi Ara. A lot of commentary has been made in different papers and that sort of thing about the Tigers team and salary caps and points caps and all that sort of stuff. What have you got to say about how the Tigers have been put together in the off season?
Look, the Tigers, I think people are putting aside the players and the calibre of the players that we lost last year to retirement and moving on, in regards to Daryl McDonald, David Stiff, Dave Thomas and Sean Lampley. So if you take those four players and combine their total salaries, and you bring in the four players we have replaced them with, is Sam McKinnon, Rod Grizzard, Ebi Ara, and a young kid from Perth called Daniel Johnson, who is actually a development player, which his salary is not even capable in regards to his salary and his points. So we've actually taken four players out, replaced with three. And when you look at the calibre of the players that have gone out, and Daryl McDonald, David Stiff and Lampley and DT, you know, the players we're bringing in aren't much better than what we had there. We've gone younger. We've and even if you wanted to do that on an individual basis, you know, you bring in Ebi Ara and you put Dave Thomas in that place. You bring in Rod Grizzard for Sean Lampley. You bring in Sam McKinnon for David Stiff and Darryl McDonald combined, and then you have a development player brought in. So from our point of view, in regards to the points, we don't have a problem. We're actually 1 point under, but I think a lot of people jump on us because they see Ebi Ara, they see Sam McKinnon. Okay, Brisbane had to probably, last year everyone jumped in Brisbane. They didn't win the championship. So at the end of the day, we've got a lot of work to do. What we have proven over the years is it's the chemistry of the team on the floor that actually brings you the championship. So we're hoping that that chemistry will be retained, and hopefully it will, you know, so that's where we're going. But in regards to cap and points, I'm comfortable. I've got broad shoulders and I don't have a problem with what people are saying. I've heard it all before. There's always one team every year. Absolutely. So I don't have an issue with that at all.
And I guess being the owner's representative on the board, you've potentially got a fair idea of where the league's going next season. Yes, is there anything exciting there you can tell us about?
There's nothing much exciting to tell you about apart from we're going in the right direction very much. There's some great things going to come out here. I suppose one thing I can tell you is there's going to be financial accountability for every club. We're not going to have another Brisbane, another Sydney Kings scenario, because we don't want that anymore. We need to make owners responsible and accountable for what they're doing, and that will come out in the near future in regards to what is going to be asked from each club who have got to hold a license for next year onwards.
Fantastic. And Fox this year a bit late getting on the broadcast. Do you see that'll be fixed going forward?
Yeah, I am. I'm sitting pretty comfortable with Fox. None of us like what we're getting this year, but I suppose you look at the sport where it was, how late we were coming in for this year with Fox, with the contract expired. But I suppose the easy thing for me to say to you guys is we're expecting a offer from Fox in the next 2 or 3 weeks that we believe will be a very acceptable offer, and I think fans will see a lot more of the sport on TV as a result of those proposals.
Well, that is very, very fantastic news, because nothing helps the sport grow than showing people sitting at home to get to games. So
absolutely, I totally agree, because I miss it on a Wednesday night myself. So.
Well, you're a busy man. We thank you for your time, Seamus, and good luck with the season.
Not a problem at all. Thanks very much.
Thank you.